Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Greenfield Village on the Greenfield Village Railroad. For the safety of our younger riders, we ask the adults group and make sure that they are held or easily within your reach. Please do not stand up and move around while our train is moving, keeping your head, hands, and feet inside the cars at all times. Eating, drinking, smoking, baking, not allowed, but water from the cold water levels encouraged. As we pull away, we're going to wave goodbye to Angela and Amy, our station managers, thanking them for making sure everybody boarded safely and getting us out on time. When you came to the Greenfield Village, you entered it over 300 years of American history. That's the dream that Henry Ford had. He wanted a place where people could come and see what those who lived long before us made with their hands, used with their hands as well. I hope that something's going to inspire you as you move through the homes and the buildings today at Greenfield Village. Our village is divided into 7 different districts. The very first one is the Henry Ford Model 10. To the left, you'll see a white farmhouse, the birthplace of Henry Ford, born there on the 2nd floor on July 30th, 1863, the oldest of 6 children. After visiting there, take a short walk over to the Ford Motor Company, learn how he came up with the vision of the motor car, the 1908 Model T. It became known as the Universal Car. It put America on wheels. And then take a ride on one of our historic cars today. Main Street's our next district. Visit the home of the Wright brothers and the Wright Brothers Cycle Shop from Dayton, Ohio. It's the birthplace of aviation. Edison Cohen's millinery shop are spent on making beautiful hovercrafts as she did back in the 1800s. Do visit the H.J. Heinz House in Sharpsburg, Pennsylvania, where Henry made that very first model horseradish that led to the other varieties we come to know. Visit the Grimm's Jewelry Store. Sir John Bennett's Sweet Shop has wonderful candy that you might remember from your work. And then take a stroll in Built in 1913. There's a menagerie of animals to choose. The statue of Thomas Edison leads us into our Edison at Works district. The 2-story gray structure upstairs is known as the Invention Factory, where the wizard of Menlo Park worked on the incandescent light bulb, the phonograph, improving on the telephone and the telegraph, receiving over 420 patents while working here. The one patent he didn't apply for, which he regretted, was for the research and development laboratory itself. Scientists from all over the world would come over and use this as a model. Single men that worked for him would rent a room over at the Sarah Jordan boarding home. Made history in December 1879, being one of the very first homes with an electric lighting system. And when he entered into Edison continued working at his Fort Myers laboratory from 1888 until 1931, where he perfected the wax record phonograph. Now we're coming into our Porches and Flowers district, and what a beautiful way to enter is through our aptly covered bridge, built in 1832 from the southwest corner of Pennsylvania. Stroll through the streets, go into the homes of ordinary people who did extraordinary things. Robert Frost, the famous poet, Noah Webster, who wrote that American dictionary of the English language back in 1828 in the Blueback Speller that taught millions of children to read and spell. Do visit our Cotswold Cottage today, built in 1619 from Chetworth, England. Beautiful gardens surround the complex. We are now coming into our Susquehanna station. Please remain seated. The engineer will set a brake and give us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it's safe to come off the train. Should you be deboarding here, you're exiting to your left side. Right below the Ginger, our station masters, we pull in. The Village Railroad. For those of you joining us, if you have small children, make sure that they are held or easily within your reach. Please do not stand up and move around while our train is moving, keeping your head, hands, and feet inside the cars at all times. Eating, drinking, smoking, vaping are not allowed, but water from an enclosed water bottle is encouraged. We're going to make our way over to our Smith Street station. Sit back and enjoy the train ride. My name is Christine, and I'm your conductor. Thank you. We'll wave goodbye to Ginger, our station master, as we pull away. Thank you for making sure everybody boarded safely and getting us out on time. Over to your left, we have our second one of Plantations. It was built in 1854 from St. Louis County, Maryland. Back in the day, it was 700 acres big. Tobacco was the cash crop. The Carroll family owned this plantation, and they owned 756 people that they enslaved to do all the work for them. When you do go inside, you'll hear about the hardships that they endured working for the Carroll family. Little Orange Home was the Plimpton family home from Sudbury, Massachusetts, built in 1700. Mr. and Mrs. Plimpton had 7 children in that home. You have to go inside and see how they managed to make it work. Our first windmill built in 1650 from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, happens to be the oldest standing windmill in the United States. It was a gift given to him from his auto workers. And we have our Daggett family home from Andover, Connecticut, built before the American Revolutionary War in 1751. Samuel Daggett was the carpenter who built this home. Our staff in the home will show you what colonial life was like, and also the raised garden beds. Horses that are getting a little rest and relaxation and a visit from the turkeys. The locomotive pulling our train today is called the Edison No. 1. It was originally built in 1870 by the Manchester Locomotive Works Company. Henry Ford purchased it in 1932. When he found it, it was in a derelict condition. He took it over to the Rouge Locomotive Plant, had it completely rebuilt in 1932. When it was finished, it was named Edison No. 1 after Henry Ford's dear friend and mentor, Thomas Edison, who passed away a year earlier. Looking over to the right side of the train, the large rooftop is the Detroit Lions practice facility. Then move your eyes over to the left of that, you'll see cables to a suspension bridge. That's the new Roundhouse suspension bridge, opening sometime late this year. It joins the United States with Canada. It's 1.5 miles long. We are now coming into our 11-acre big wildlife preserve. Enjoy the emerging fall colors and the sneak preview to our Halloween vignettes. We're celebrating Harvest Weekend. There's going to be so much fun throughout the entire village. Historic fall cooking demonstrations will be over at the Firestone Farm, where you'll have a demonstration of making sauerkraut in the cellar of the farmhouse. Also, the cider mill will be operating, pressing apples that are growing on the Firestone Farm itself in the apple orchard, for which you can take a tour. Those are all different kinds of apples growing there. Also, over at the Detroit Central Market, there will be a cooking demonstration by our guest chef, Becca Graff, along with farmers who are bringing their harvest, vendors, we'll have crafters, and speaking of crafts, we will also have the making of courthouse dolls. And it's a make and take. I hope that you come out and enjoy the entire weekend with us. This is our Walnut Grove area. We host a lot of our summer events here. And now we're just getting ready for Halloween nights here at Greenfield Village. In the month of October, we are open Friday through Sunday from 9:30 in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you have a membership, come over and stroll through the village, look at all the fall colors and the Halloween decorations. Open on the weekend will be the carousel and Model Ts, but the train will not be operating. That is reserved for the evening of Halloween nights. The Halloween Express will be part of the program on Thursdays through Sundays in the evening beginning at 6 o'clock. If you're interested in learning more, do go on the Henry Ford website and learn to see ticket availability. This is our Henry Ford Academy High School. It's a charter school that specializes in the STEAM program: science, technology, engineering, art, and math. It opened in 1997. Ninth graders have classes at the museum and 10th through 12 right here. These vintage Pullman cars were converted into classrooms. They're reserved for our senior class. To be a student here, one must live in Wayne County, Michigan. After submitting the application, it becomes the luck of the draw, in which you're able to attend high school here 4 years, and it's all tuition free.
That'd be a far drive. It really would, yeah. Probably.
After our October festivities are over, we are going to be open in November, only on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The train will not be in operation. It is only going to be used for Halloween and then put away until April. But you can still take a ride on a Model T car and also the carousel that will be open during November weekends. Over to your left and up the hills, a chapel that Henry Ford built in honor of his mother-in-law, Martha Bryant, and his mother, Mary Ford. Since 1930, there have been so many weddings performed here. Next is our Logan County Courthouse, where young Abraham Lincoln practiced law, built in 1840. And behind it is our new Jackson home from Selma, Alabama, where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his fellow activists planned and strategized the March on Montgomery, Alabama in the early 1960s. It led to the Voters' Rights Act of 1965. It's slated to open in 2026. We are now coming into our Smith's Peak station. Remain seated. The engineer will set a brake, giving us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it's safe to come off the train. Should you be deboarding, you will exit to your left side of the train. As we pull in, we're going to wait below the Gordon, our station master. We're here for 4 minutes, then we're making our way over to the Firestone station. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Greenfield Village Railroad. For the safety of our younger riders, we ask the adults with them to place themselves on the outside of the road. If it's not practical, just make sure that they are relatively easily within your reach. Please do not stand up and move around while our train is moving, keeping your pet hands and feet inside the cars at all times. Eating, drinking, smoking, vaping are not allowed, but water from an enclosed water bottle is encouraged. We're making our way over to our Firestone station. Remain seated and enjoy the train ride. Thank you.
He went to Dearborn. He's read that. He's doing 5 in a row.
As we pull away, we're going to wave goodbye to Gordon, our station master, thanking him for making sure everybody boarded safely and getting us out on time. We are now in our Railroad Junction district. The Smiths Creek Depot on your left was built in 1858 by the Grand Trunk Railway. Smiths Creek was located about 10 miles west of Port Huron, Michigan. Henry Ford had it brought here in 1929 when he learned that there was a young Thomas Edison connection. When you do go inside, we have the presenter Jerry who will tell you more about that connection with Thomas Edison and the life of the station master. Across the street is our Edison illuminated power plant from Detroit, where young Henry Ford had his first professional job as chief steam engineer in the late 1800s. Across the street is our Detroit Central Market, and it is going to be full of fun tomorrow and Sunday as we celebrate Harvest Weekend. I hope you do have a chance to come out again and have so much fun with us. The Detroit, Toledo, Milwaukee Roundhouse is on our left side. Alongside of it is the Torch Lake locomotive. It's a tank engine, and it was built in 1873 by the Mason Machine Works Company. It happens to be the oldest running steam locomotive on the regular schedule. We acquired it in 1969 here at the Henry Ford. Roundhouses like this have disappeared with the advent of the diesel. trees. That's the home of Rodney Firestone's birthplace from Columbia, Ohio. It was built in 1828. The crops that are growing in the field are heirloom varieties true to what the Firestone family would have had on their farm. And also the sheep. Those are merino sheep. Wool was the cash crop for the Firestone family. We are now coming into our Firestone station. Remain seated. The engineer will celebrate, giving us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it's safe to come off the train. If you are deboarding here, you will be exiting on your right side. As we pull into our station, we're going to wave hello to our station masters, Angelo and Amy. Please wait for the whistle before you stand up.